Hi, this is Mike Boone. I am a school-based physical therapist, and today we're going to talk about some ways that you can work on your child's balance using a balance beam. A balance beam is a great way to work on balance. When we have a wide base of support with our feet out, it's much easier to maintain your balance. When that base becomes narrow, it's harder to maintain your balance. Think of a Christmas tree. If you have a big wide base for your tree, it's easier to stand the tree up. If the base is very narrow, or if you tried to stand up a Christmas tree with no base, it would fall right over. When you walk on a balance beam, it requires you to keep your base of support very narrow, which makes it more of a challenge for your child's balance. For the time we're taping this right now, most of us are stuck at home, so it's hard to go out and buy things. So just use whatever you have laying around your house for a balance beam today. I'm using this 2x4 I found out in the garage. You could use tape on the floor to walk on a line. If you can get outside, you could maybe write with sidewalk chalk on the sidewalk to make a line. You could also use a curb. You could lay out some stepping stones to have your child walk across. Whatever you can find will work at this point. When your child starts walking on the balance beam, they're probably going to need some help. They're probably going to need some support, and we need to think about how we provide that support to them. Initially, you're probably going to want to stand behind them and hold both of their arms. The higher you hold their arms and the further out away from their body you hold their arms, that's going to give them more support. Tell the kids it's like an airplane, and when their arms are out, they'll be a lot more steady. As they get better, you can move those arms down and in, move them closer to their body. That gives them a little less support. Also, you can soften up your hands a little bit so that you're not giving them such firm support to let them work on their balance on their own. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you can just hold one of their hands as they walk across the balance beam, and you can go through the same progression. You can move from higher to lower, from further out to in. Once they start walking on their own on the balance beam, again, have them start with their arms out. Tell them they're flying like an airplane. That'll give them a little more balance. And then as they get better, you can have them move their arms down closer to their side. Today, I've got the balance beam on the carpet, which makes it very unsteady. You'll probably want to start with it on a more firm surface than what we've got here today. Going slower across the balance beam is actually harder than going faster. When we go slowly, it takes us longer, so we have to maintain our balance over the board for a longer period of time. So encourage your child to walk slowly when they're going across the balance beam. Also, we want to train them to look up, not down at their feet when they're walking. And again, we want their arms out starting out, and as they get better, we can move our arms down a little closer to our side. So as always, you want to make it fun, you want to make a game out of it. So we like to use puzzle pieces, and they'll move puzzle pieces from one side of the beam to the other. You could use cards, maybe go fish, and every time they have to draw a card, they go across the balance beam to get it. Whatever you can think of to make it fun. One of the things as they get better and they become independent with walking across, you can do is you could lay the puzzle pieces of the cards along the side of the beam so that when they walk, they have to then bend down and try to pick up the card as they walk, and that makes it a lot harder for the kids on their balance. So just think of fun ways that you can make it fun and exciting for your child so it doesn't get boring. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video on balance beam activities. I wish I had a small child to demonstrate this with, but we're stuck here at home today, and my child is home, but he's 19 years old. So it would be very much fun to demonstrate with that. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and again, thanks for watching.